Moving to the UK as a healthcare professional or a healthcare worker, one of the things we need to do is to make sure that we look after our mental health. It is very important because the question is, if you're not mentally stable or if you're not looking after your mental health, how will you look after another person who really needs you to look after them? Now, as you can see, a nurse whose 10 weeks old baby died after she left him home alone to go to work has been jailed. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. I create contents on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs or visa sponsorship in the UK immigration update, live in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, or you know anybody who may be interested, please do like and share this video with them. I'm sure they will find it helpful. And also do subscribe and join our beautiful family. So just as you can see, Ruth Alter, 28, left her son Joshua Curley at her nurse's accommodation at the Royal Bolton Hospital shortly after 6:30 p.m. on the 20th December 2022, returning over 8 hours later. She called an ambulance at 15:24, reporting her son was not breathing. He was pronounced dead at 16:40, despite attempts to resuscitate him. She went to work, leaving her 10 weeks old baby. In the UK, if you're working and you become pregnant and you carry on to work, by the time you have your baby, you are entitled to maternity leave. This is calculated based on how many weeks or how many months you have worked with the company and when you found out you were pregnant and when you notified them. Now, apart from that, the government has its own statutory leave that you're also entitled to. So even if your company is not giving you anything, like the organization where I work when I was still having my kids, they pay you, I think 90% for some weeks. Then thereafter, you start benefiting from the government statutory maternity leave. So for a 10 weeks old baby, I was expecting this nurse who looks after other children to be on maternity leave to care for her child. Now she left the 10 weeks old baby and went to work. Now we don't really know, like I don't really want to blame her or to say what she did was right or what she did was wrong, because we don't know if she was in her right senses, if she was mentally okay. We know one of the things that happens when you have your kids, especially in this country. I passed through that process, which is why I'm sharing this video, so that you can also learn from her and also some of the experiences I had as well when I was still having kids. There is this thing that back home we don't really pay attention to. That's because maybe we have other people that come around to help us with kids. Like I would say my brother's children were taken care of by my mom. My brother's wife was just to have the children and my mom would take care of, and all of us were there to also help. So with that, so even if someone suffers from postpartum depression, it will not be too significant like this part of the world where we find ourselves. For me, I have my babies through CS, and on day 3 I'm bathing them because I don't have anybody to come help me. And even if someone volunteers to help me, I'll be scared because this baby is just 3 days old. I will want to do it myself to have the experience. If you're planning to move to the UK or you're currently in the UK and you're still planning to have children, one thing you should bear in mind is that you don't have to stress yourself so much. Ruth pleaded guilty, and at the same time, she wanted to run out of the country, but it didn't work out the way she planned it. Terrible decision. No conclusive cause of death could be given to Joshua, with the court hearing that he was a healthy boy. Now, the court heard he may have overheated due to the layers of clothing and beddings he was wrapped in, but other potential causes of death could not be ruled out. The author of No Fist Abode initially told officers from Greater Manchester Police that she had collected Joshua from a childminder after she had finished work on the 20th December, claiming she had fallen asleep next to him and that she had found him unresponsive when she woke up. That was a lie already, because if you have given your child to a childminder, there should be record, right? She lied, and she also told the childminder to lie as well. That's why you have to be very careful with whatever you're doing in the UK, because in as much as you try to do them and you hide or you lie about them, there will always be a way of them getting to find that if they want to conduct a proper investigation on that, just as you can see. CCTV footage obtained by police, however, showed Alter leaving her flat without Joshua at 6:47 and returning home alone at 15:13, which means she actually left the boy by himself. But now she's claiming she took the boy to childminder. And remember, if that childminder claims that with her, the childminder is also going to be in problem. This is something we have to be very careful. I know as a new migrant and also even an old migrant in the UK, one of the things you have to keep doing is to make sure you're working to be able to pay your bills, to pay your rent, to pay other things. But guys, in as much as you're working, when a child is involved, you have to think and readjust. I assumed she's a single parent, but now being a single parent, you can seek for help. Instead of allowing that child to be by himself, now you're a nurse, you're going to take care of other people, whereas you have your little one at home. 8 hours is a long time for a newborn. I have my kids, and as they are sleeping, sometimes I touch to see if they are still breathing. And if you're a mother, we go through that. I'm not trying to blame her so much because, like I said, that we don't know if she was going through postpartum depression and she did not seek for help. So please, if you're watching this video and you know anyone who is still planning to have children, or who are just giving birth, or who is also in the process of raising their children, please like and share this video with them. I have 3 young children, and you know that even as my youngest is 3+, I sit back sometimes and I'm crying because when I look at the hard work, it's too much. I get a lot of support from my husband, but there are days that he's not around, he's at work, and I have to do some things on my own. I struggle. So talk more of a new mom that would want somebody to assist them. So please, if you have friends and neighbors, see how you can be of help. And if you've just migrated to the UK and you think you really need help and you need support, guys, look for a church to attend. Look for a mosque. If you're a Muslim, look for community centers where you can go to seek help and support. Ordinarily, this child wouldn't have died if she seeked help. I don't want to say she intentionally killed that child, because I don't think any mother would just give birth to a child after the morning sickness, the labor pain, like everything that you want to see or watch your child die. I don't want to think that was a case of Ruth. She was going to look for money to pay her bills, to pay her rent, to pay whatever. But at the same time, she had a little one with her, which she didn't place as a #1 priority. And so, okay, even if the landlord wants to come and chase me, let them come and chase me with this child, instead of me to leave this child and go to work. So, which brings me to the conclusion of saying we don't know what is wrong with her mentally. Maybe she may be going through postpartum depression, which is very common, especially with new moms. In my place of worship, I work in a section where I meet new moms anytime I'm on duty, and I speak to them, and I would always encourage them that I have been through this and I understand exactly what you're going through. So take a little step back. If you need help, the church is here to help you. So I speak to them each time I'm on duty, and I also encourage them to tell them that I've walked through that path, and if they need any help, the church is there to help. There is a number they can call and the church will be able to help. Which is why I always advise that once you move to this country, try and belong to a place of worship. Because if you belong to a place of worship, or if you belong to any community center, you may get even free food. You may get people, like in my church where I worship, when somebody gives birth, women volunteer to take turns to even cook and send to the people that had just given birth, because they have identified with the community, and at the same time, we know that these people have just given birth and they need some support. So please, anywhere you are in this UK, look for a place where you can get some support. If she has some friends and family that she spoke to, that she wanted to go for shit, maybe they will advise her, or they will say, okay, you know what, I'll take care of this child, go and come back, and they'll keep an eye on the child. Now they are suspecting that the way she wrapped the child may have overheated. In the UK, once you give birth, the home visitors, they come to see you, the midwives, they come to see you, and they even show you how to lay the bed. You don't really have to put a lot of things on the bed. We don't know if this child suffocated, nobody can really identify the cause of death, but this would have been avoidable if she sought for help, or if she even told anybody that she was going to work, leaving the child. Maybe God would have spoken through that person to say, no, don't go, give me the child, or let's see how we can go and look for a support for you. So please, don't die in your silence. If you have any need, especially for new mom going through postpartum depression, or if you have any new mom around you, check up on them, because they may be going through a lot that they will be shy. They don't want to tell people because they don't know how people will take it. So please look out for new moms around you and see how you can support in your little way. I should share this on this platform because one of the things I do on this platform is to ensure I bring every update, whether good or bad, so that you can also learn from it and adjust. The annoying thing about this is that she knew the consequences of what has happened and she has tried to escape multiple times, but to no avail. Now she was caught at the Gatwick airport trying to board a flight to Nigeria. Another thing that really got me angry about this is that it was said that she failed to show remorse throughout the case, as well as misleading police about her childcare arrangement and when trying to evade justice by attempting to flee the country. It's just annoying, but like I would always go back. We don't know her mental state. We don't know if she's okay. Part of it is what is putting off everybody, that why will a mother lose a child and she's not remorseful? But you know, we can't really tell how it happened and what she may have been going through. At the same time, she was trying to escape. Like, how do you do that in the UK? This brings us to the end of today's video, and I hope you find this video helpful. Please like and share with your friends and loved ones. Don't fail to speak out. Don't forget, once you're going through any depression or once you're going through any stress, look for helpline and speak out, because you will definitely get support in this country. So don't hide from that, okay? If you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family for more updates, please do hit on that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so each time I upload a new video, you'll be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.